Hi, I'm Jennifer Schramm, life coach and counselor, and I'm here today to share with you 3 steps to help you rise from an emotional trigger and to kick your blame to the curb. And I'm going to start by telling you a little story about something that happened to me recently. So a few months ago, I had someone contact me who was a new coach to the coaching world, and she was doing a video summit and wanted to have me as one of her speakers on her video summit. So I checked out her website and I thought, wow, this is really cool. She looks really cool. And I love helping new coaches, and I also really love being interviewed. And I thought, wow, what a great opportunity. So I gave her a call and we had a wonderful conversation. I really connected well with her, and I thought she had great energy and I really liked her. And so, it felt really good. And we chatted for about 15-20 minutes. And, she said she loved my energy. Everything was going great. And it came to the end of the call. And she asked me if she could ask me a couple questions before, we committed to doing this. And so the first question was if I would be able to post it on Facebook and Twitter the day of the launch. And I said, absolutely. And the second was, how many people did I have in my newsletter database? And so I answered her thinking, wow, I thought I had a pretty good number of people in my newsletter database. And she responded by saying to me, well, you know what? I can't do this with you because I'm looking for someone that has 12 to 15,000 people in their database. And you're just not meeting that criteria. And quickly she got off the phone with me. And so I left this phone call feeling really down, really yicky, feeling like I wasn't good enough. I didn't have enough people in my database, and oh my goodness, what was wrong with me? And then I started blaming her like this list-hungry bitch, and how could she do this? And, she doesn't even care about making a connection with me, and we've got this great connection, but she only cares about numbers and money and blah, 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 blah. And I went on and on and on, blaming her and blaming her and blaming her. And then I caught myself in my tracks, and I know that blaming does not get me anywhere. And I was feeling really emotionally triggered. And so I had to take care of myself in that. And so now what I'm going to do is share the 3 steps that I used in order to help myself through that. So I want you to think of a time where you might have been emotionally triggered, or you might have been caught in a blame game with someone. Okay, and so here are the 3 questions that I asked myself, and here are the 3 questions that I'm going to share with you. So the first thing I needed to do was I needed to acknowledge my feelings. Something deep inside me had been triggered, and I was really emotionally hurting inside. So I acknowledged my feelings. And I looked at, okay, well, my feelings of not being good enough were brought up to the surface. So I had to take care of myself and say, you know what, it's okay, little Jennifer, I still love you even though you don't have a big enough list. And so then which brings me to the second question. And the second question is, what could I learn from this situation? What was the situation brought into my life to teach me? So I had to look at that. And so now I want you to look at your situation. What was this situation? What could you take from this situation? What did you learn from this person that came into your life and triggered you? And the third thing is, what action step can you take to integrate this new wisdom? So what's something you can do right now to pull yourself out of the blame game and to actually take action? So the first step is acknowledging your feelings, and taking care of your feelings. The second step is looking at what is the wisdom, or what can I learn from this situation? And then the third thing is, how can I take an action right now that will help me to integrate this new wisdom? Because blaming someone else or staying in our emotional trigger or talking about it over and over and over again doesn't serve us. It doesn't get us anywhere. So let's all kick our blame to the curb this week, and let's see what we can learn from these situations by taking care of our feelings, by looking at what we can learn from this situation, and by taking action to help us fulfill our dreams. Thank you for tuning in today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.